Hello and welcome to the Powerboost meditation. Today, let us experiment with the theme, Go Beyond I to Fly. Go beyond I to fly. Perhaps the most frequently used word is I. How many times during the day do we use the word I? And this word I has a baggage associated to it. This word I, whenever we use based on the roles that we play in the story, it creates a sense of self, a sense of identity. And then we begin to relate to the self through the word I. And then in meditation, when we have related to the self in that way, it doesn't allow the mind to really let go or to detach, to disassociate, and to fly. Or even during our day-to-day situations, the situation becomes heavy when there is this association with the limited I, or association with, we can say, an illusion of I. Because as we know, the I which is based on the story, the I that is based on the actions, the I that is based on the possessions is not the reality. It's just an illusion. And so the more I begin to detach from this word, from this baggage, from this emotion of I, then it's easier to come into touch with that sense of self, which is pure, which is real, which is eternal, and which belongs to the divine in a very natural way. And so spiritual journey is all about taking time to just reflect on the various illusions of I and to let them go one by one, so that it's just the pure being that's left. And that pure being naturally remembers, naturally belongs to the source. And so when we say fly, we also say first love yourself. And when the soul is detached from this illusion of I, the soul naturally develops love for the self. And then the soul can also feel the love that comes from above, the love of the divine. And so just this disassociation with I allows the mind to fly. So to go beyond the I, it's a very simple journey. It's just to keep on identifying. Where is it that I've lost myself in the action or in the role or in a possession or position? And the moment I catch myself, it's very easy to then just relive that situation, but from the perspective of clarity and realizing that whoever played the role was not me, or whatever happened with that person is not me. Means that person is that character that the soul is enacting. And so the more I remove the word I from the dictionary, it becomes very easy to then experience the invisible. It's like the third person consciousness becomes active. And then the feeling is, I'm not doing, but things are getting done. The feeling is, I'm not holding on to anything, but life is just flowing very naturally. And then the feeling is, I'm not entitled to anything, but I'm just being myself, my natural self. And life is automatically emerging itself. And then it's a consciousness of just observing, of just witnessing every scene of life. And then the presence of the divine, the source, becomes very, very tangible, because this real self naturally belongs to the divine. So let us spend a few minutes going beyond the illusion of I and to experience this inner flight. As we sit back and relax ourselves, we realize that this word I belongs to the story. This word I, with its corresponding experiences of the past, everything lies in the story. And there is this silent presence of the being who observes the role that is being enacted in the external world. And this being, this eternal presence, the one who naturally observes, experiences, is this being of light, the soul. And the more the attention is shifted from the world of I to the world of soul, there is a natural feeling of lightness. The world of I has its associated responsibilities, its associated heaviness, tasks, past experiences, everything, or future expectations. But I realize that all of that belongs to the story. There is no self-respect taken from the role that belongs to the story. The only thing constant about the role is change. There is inner clarity that this role is bound by time. There was a time when this role did not exist, and there will be a time when this role will end. But the eternal presence, the soul, the being of light, always was, always is, and always will be. And that eternal being is my true identity. I go beyond the illusions of the limited eyes to experience flying above, flying beyond, into the realm of silence. In this realm lies the truth. In this realm, there is pure experience of belonging. There is no heaviness of the eye, just pure lightness of the being. The being who is full, the being who is most beloved child of the source, the being whose life is that of a prince, not needing anything from the story down below. There's a natural experience of the presence of divine. The divine who is completely free from the limited eyes, the divine who is always in the clarity, in the truth. I feel being loved. By the divine. In this love, all the old layers of the whole world melt away. The love of the divine enters at the very core of the being, enabling the being to emerge the truth. In belonging to the One, the sense of my true self emerges. The sense of real I, the soul, a being who is loved by the One, and a being who is loving towards everyone. This beautiful being of light is my truth. I look at the story down below, completely detached. Having experienced love of the divine, there is a natural sense of detachment. And the inner eyes open, eyes that can see the truth, can see the goodness and the beauty within the being. have come beyond in the sky. And very gently, as the time comes to return back to the real world, to the story world, I carry within myself my truth. There is no more illusion around I. There is a natural sense of belonging to the divine. And having come here as a guest, not to be trapped in any illusion of I. And whilst playing the role in the outer world, I naturally stay in the clarity of being beyond the I. Om Shanti. Thank you.